Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 29 of Inside Homebuilt Workshop. Man, it has been a little while since I've been able to do one of these episodes. A couple of weeks ago, I had strep throat really bad. I was super sick for quite a while. Actually, my throat still feels a little funny once in a while, still a little scratchy. That was not cool. Any of you that have had strep throat probably can relate and know exactly what I'm talking about. Super high fever, throat just hurts. Oh, it was terrible. Hopefully none of you get that, but I don't know. At least it wasn't the flu. So being sick, I kind of got a little bit behind. I wasn't able to get out here in the shop much and spend much time doing anything. So the last few days I've been trying to play catch up here around the shop with a couple of personal projects and just some little small things that I need to get done before I'm able to tackle the next projects. So I've had a couple of videos out over the last few weeks. One of them was a Q&A video talking about kind of how I produce my videos and the equipment that I use in that video. If you saw it, if you haven't, there's a link down below as well as a card. Boom, right up there. In that video, I mentioned that I upgraded my microphone to the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, and right now that is currently what you're hearing the audio from. I have now switched completely over to using the VideoMic Pro Plus and not using my old Rode VideoMic. I don't really notice a whole lot of difference in sound quality. It's about the same. It might be just a little tiny bit clearer, but it's not enough that you immediately notice the difference. These microphones sound really good as they are, and I don't notice a ton of sound quality difference, but the coolest thing I like about this microphone is the fact that it does have an automatic on feature. So as soon as you hit record on my camera, it turns the microphone on. When you stop the recording, the microphone shuts off. That is cool because there's been several times where I've forgotten to turn on the microphone when I hit record using the old microphone. So this is a super cool feature, and definitely just for that feature alone, to me, is worth the price of the upgrade. But doing that Q&A video was kind of fun, and that's also something that I might try to work in maybe once a month or once every couple of months, answering some questions from you guys and talking about different things. I've had a couple requests to do a shop tour, and also I've been asked also for a toolbox tour. So I might try to work those in. Toolbox tour is not going to be super impressive, but I don't know, it might be some interesting stuff for you guys. So I don't know, I'll probably try to do that here over the next few months. And along those lines, if there's something that you want to know more about, maybe it's a tool that I have, or maybe it's a process, or maybe it's how I do this or that, or just something that you want to know, let me know in the comments down below. Or hit me up on Facebook, there's a link down below in the description, and just ask me those questions and give me some ideas for some kind of Q&A videos. I did start that as a playlist on my regular YouTube channel, and I'll probably try to do a little bit more of those. It's kind of fun, not really a project video. I don't want to do a ton of them, but maybe once a month, once every few months or something like that. It'd be kind of fun to just do something a little different and just do some Q&A stuff. So the other video that I put out was me building a simple shop buffer. This was kind of cool. It was really simple, really basic, not too involved, just bolting some parts together and building a simple base out of some plywood just to make a really simple buffer just to use for polishing guitar frets or buffing any other sort of metal surfaces. I say metal because that's right now I only have one buffing wheel. I don't want to mix buffing wheels between wood and other materials if I'm trying to polish something. Right now I'm going to have just dedicated metal buffing wheel, and I'll probably get some more buffing wheels to use for other materials in the future. If you want to check that video out, there's a link down below in the description as well. Just a really simple project, kind of a fun one to put together. Again, not too complicated, and it's going to be useful around here. I've already used it a few times just for some different things, and I like it. I think it's going to be cool. So I mentioned over the last few days, just been trying to wrap up some things here in the shop. I had a couple of personal projects that I need to wrap up, just some gifts and some little things that I just needed to get done before I jump in to the next projects. So that was kind of cool, just to get a few minutes in the shop, just to do some work, not worry about a camera or trying to make a video or anything, although I need to get on that and get another one going. But it was kind of cool just to be relaxed, working on what I need to do, and just spending some time in here. You know, it's always good for me, and I'm sure all of you that also like to work in your shops, just to have some time, just to work and focus on what you're working on, and just to spend some time working on your craft and improving your skills, and also just getting a few projects accomplished. It's been nice. It's been a nice couple days. So what kind of projects are you guys working on right now? You guys got anything cool in the works or anything that you're working on? If so, leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is you're working on in your workshop. Well, one of the projects that I was working on required me making some 45-degree miters to make a box. And this was not something I could do on my miter sled. Miter sled is more for like picture frame type material, like a shorter material, at least the sled that I built. So I created just a little mini sled so that I can tip my blade to 45 degrees, and then I have this little tiny sled, holds my piece on there, and then it can ride along the blade with the blade set to 45 degrees to cut miters on a little bit wider stock. It works out really good. Just a really small, simple sled, just glued together, and works really well. You know, you don't really need anything super fancy if you're trying to accomplish a goal. You know, just put some scraps together. You can just do some simple stuff, make these sleds, different jigs and fixtures and stuff for your table saw to help make cuts safer, which was the reason I was trying to do this, because I didn't really have a good way to pass these pieces across the blade, especially with it tipped. You know, if you're trying to hold a piece while the blade's tipped, your fingers get quite close, especially if you're working on a smaller piece. So this way I can use a clamp and keep my fingers and everything way out of the way and be nice and safe and still get really good cuts. It's a lot more stable for my own saw to do it this way than to try to use like the miter jig. I don't know. This just works way better. So what am I working on right now? Well, a couple things going on. In case you're wondering, the license plate guitar is complete. I had to do a little bit of setup work and had to remove the set of strings that were on there. So when I went to put some new strings on there, I was all out of strings. So I had to order up a bunch of strings. So I'm waiting for those to arrive. They were supposed to arrive today. They didn't. So probably Monday. It's probably gonna be Monday before I get the strings. I can restring it up, make sure everything's good. That thing's out of here. It's gonna get shipped off to its new owner. Strings really held me up there. I was hoping to have that thing shipped off this past week, but I did not plan ahead and make sure I have strings. I just assumed that I already had them, but not a big deal. I've got that guitar done. The video, I'm working on editing the video for it right now. Hopefully that'll be out next week if I can get everything together. If not, it'll be the following week for sure. So in the next week or two, the video for the license plate guitar will be done. And my next project, I think that I'm gonna start on, may not be the next video after the license plate, but it's definitely gonna be the next project. I am gonna finish up that quilted maple guitar body that I started like a year or more ago. That thing is got to be done. It's been hanging there, right there on that wall, looking at me. And I've got to get that thing wrapped up. So I ordered a bunch of parts. I've got most of them in. A few things I don't quite have yet, but I'm gonna do a video on that one specifically just on finishing. I did a bunch of test pieces. If you follow me on Instagram or even on my Facebook page, you will have seen some pictures of some test pieces that I did, just testing some finishes and that sort of thing as to how I'm going to finish the top on that. So that's going to be kind of cool. We'll be doing a video on finishing that. It's going to be pretty cool. Dyed wood on the top and a little bit of like faux wood binding. So hopefully that turns out as well as I'm hoping it's going to, and we'll get that thing done and together. Also, I've got a few other projects that I need to work on. I haven't ironed out the order I'm gonna do them yet. Those will all be videos, and just gotta get things rolling and get back into the swing of things. Man, it's just a drag when you're sick and you're just down for a fair amount of time. I don't know about you guys, but man, it really just messes with me. In fact, right now, just talking, my throat it feels weird still. It's not 100%, but I definitely don't feel sick anymore, and I'm thankful for that. So I'm gonna wrap this video up right now before my voice does something screwy. So I hope this video finds all of you well and healthy. I'm glad I'm feeling a lot better. Just need to finish this throat thing because that was not cool. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video right here. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget, give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Also, you can subscribe to this channel as well as my regular channel, which is Home Built Workshop. Links are down below in the description. Hit me up on social media as well, and we'll connect over there. And you can I've been trying to post a lot more on Instagram and trying to keep you guys in the loop as to what's going on over there. So, hit me up. We'll stay in touch. We'll link up. We'll friend, whatever. I don't know. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll catch you later.